Bad Bunny returns, and with that, so does 3 bad hours of wrestling. So does 3 bad hours of television. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling. This is the preview for tonight's Raw for the 24th of April 2023. And I just want to point out, I was not taking a dig at Bad Bunny in the opener there. I don't think Raw is bad. I don't think the 3 hours of Raw are bad because of Bad Bunny. The 3 hours of Raw will be bad with or without him. Now, I will take a dig at Bad Bunny later in the review. But what do we have tonight? Well, like we said, we've got the return of Bad Bunny. We have Triple H making a major announcement. What could this major announcement even be? Seriously, Triple H seems to be coming out a lot lately and making these so-called major announcements. I think he's one more major announcement away from becoming Tony fucking Khan. Tony Khan, the guy that makes major announcements every week, and not one of them is anything major about it. But yeah, Triple H, I'm expecting it to be draft related. I mean, that's all it can be. I'm going to assume that maybe if it's not draft related, then it could be, well, I was going to say if it's not draft related, it could be something to do with the titles getting split up, but even then that would kind of be draft related. I don't know. Could we be seeing the tag team titles split? I don't think we'll see the world title split until Roman Reigns loses them. So again, WWE is held over a barrel hostage with literally like a shotgun jammed up their ass because they can't do anything while the tribal chief has the belt. Cora Jade is set to make her debut on Raw. Don't get too excited. We're probably not going to see it. It's going to be a dark match by the sound of things, but it looks like Cora Jade is probably going to be going to Raw in the draft, or who knows? Maybe they just want to get her hopes up, give her a dark match on Raw, then keep her in NXT for the next 10 years. I guess we don't really know. The only match that is announced for tonight so far is Rey Mysterio versus Damian Priest, and I just feel like we've seen Rey versus the Judgment Day now for the last 5 years. And finally, apparently, we have a segment with lots of canes, lots of chairs, and lots of axes, plus heavy security gear. What the hell could that be? I don't know, but I'll tell you what it won't be. It won't be Brock Lesnar, because we got him last week, and if you're lucky, you get him once a month. So yeah, where do we start, guys? With all this breaking news, where do we start? Where do we start? I think we'll start with Bad Bunny, because I do want to take a dig at Bad Bunny. Look, I've nothing against Bad Bunny. He came in, he had that match when he teamed up with Damian Priest to take on The Miz and John Morrison. I do believe that he will team up again, this time with Rey Mysterio to take on Damian Priest and Dominic. I called that like a month ago, but I just don't understand how WWE calls this guy like the biggest recording artist in the world. No one's ever fucking heard of him. Seriously, I have never heard of Bad Bunny outside of WWE. I have never heard of anybody bring up Bad Bunny outside of WWE. Without WWE, I wouldn't even know this guy exists. And it's like, how can he be the largest selling recording artist? You look at all the biggest recording artists ever. Michael Jackson, Elvis Presley, Madonna or whatever. You look at all these people and they're all like fucking known. They're all like megastars, you know. They're all like known household names. The average household wouldn't have a clue who Bad Bunny is. They'd think it's someone's pet rabbit that fucking bit them because they didn't get a carrot. They wouldn't know it's some guy that sings and likes to pretend to fight on WWE. So yeah, Bad Bunny, get the hell out of here. But yeah, he's coming back tonight. He's going to see his essay, going to see Damian Priest there, brother. So yeah, Damian Priest and Bad Bunny, I'm sure, will collide tonight. Who knows? Maybe we'll even see Damian Priest lose thanks to Bad Bunny in his match against Riri 619, the WWE Hall of Famer Mysterio. Let's talk about what we're going to talk about next, man. We're spoilt for choice. Everything is equally as shite as the next. Let's talk about this segment that we're getting with the hit Riot gear and stuff like this. And another thing I want to talk about is last week. So Brock Lesnar turned up last week. He got Cody Rhodes beating up 30 security guards. It was very unrealistic. And I don't understand why people are saying this segment was great. Honestly, I thought it was garbage. Is that the best they can do when they've got Brock Lesnar? Have him come out and stand there while Cody beats up security? You could have done that without Brock Lesnar. You could have had Cody easily come out, sit in the ring, and could have said, I'm not leaving until Brock comes down to this ring right now. Or, I want a match with Brock Lesnar, whatever. Adam Pearce comes out and says, look, Cody, we need to move you on. The show's got to continue. Cody's like, nah, I'm not moving. And then Pearce is like, well, look, either you leave the ring or I will make you leave the ring. And then Adam Pearce brings out security and Cody Rhodes starts beating up the security when they put his hands on him. You could have easily done the same segment. Okay, the only difference is Brock wouldn't have been there, but maybe we could have had Brock appear for a satellite, or we could have just had something happen. A pre-tape for Brock Lesnar to piss Cody Rhodes off. To actually bring Brock Lesnar to the arena, to use one of Brock's appearances just for him to stand there. Honestly, and people are entertained by this. People think this is good fucking wrestling. No. Fucking garbage. Brock just stood there, dressed like Jeepers Creepers. That's all Brock did. And for me, that certainly isn't good wrestling. So yeah, but that's Triple H for you, Booker of the Year. Or is that still Tony Khan? I don't know. Maybe Triple H and fucking Tony Khan can share it. I mean, most wrestling fans want to have a threesome with them anyway, so why not? Share them all day long and all night. Let's move on, though. We have up next Rey versus Damian Priest. Let's talk about this, because we've already spoken about Bad Bunny. I mean, Rey Mysterio. I like to see Rey Mysterio wrestle. I mean, Rey is a legend, there's no doubt about it. I do feel like he's been a bit overexposed lately, though. It's like almost every fucking week now you're getting Rey Mysterio wrestling. And I'm not complaining, but it's like, I mean, the guy is, 52 now? It's like, I mean, isn't he supposed to be an attraction? Like, shouldn't he be wrestling a bit less? I don't know, it's just a bit weird that Rey is wrestling every single week, but hey, it's better than 99% of the roster wrestling, so I'll take it. I think Rey will pick up the win. I think he needs a bit of momentum. So, yeah, he lost to Austin Theory, lost to Finn Balor. I think Rey needs to pick up a victory here. Let's talk about Cora Jade. Let's talk about Cora. So yeah, Cora then is going to have a dark night. What the fuck? A dark match. She's going to have a dark match tonight. That's what I was looking for. That's what I was trying to say. So yeah, Cora Jade having a dark match tonight on Monday Night Raw. Does this mean she is turning red? Does this mean she's moving to the red brand? I mean, red brand, yellow brand, blue brand. She's still hot as hell, so I mean, it's a win-win for us. I actually predicted Cora Jade. Well, I didn't really predict, but I said I think she should be getting called up to the roster, and it looks like WWE agree with me, so there you go. I just hope that they do her justice, because there's a lot of women on the main shows are absolutely atrocious, and I think WWE kind of struggle unless you're the champion or unless you're in the title picture. They just seem to totally forget about you, especially if you're female for some reason. I don't know what it is. So yeah, I would hate Cora Jade just to get called up and just be lost in the shuffle. Same with like some other women for NXT that I think are good, like Tiffany Stratton. I mean, if they're going to call these women up, hopefully they've got something for them, and they're not just going to be another pretty face on the roster. Now, don't get me wrong, there's not enough pretty faces on the roster in 2023 for my liking on the main shows. So, I mean, the more we can get, the better. But still, I just feel like there's so many women that are just absolutely doing nothing. It's like, like, what is the fucking point? So, yeah, Cora Jade could be the next mainstay member of Raw. I would imagine it's going to happen in the draft, though. And realistically, how many people are going to get called up for NXT? They're not going to just annihilate the NXT roster. We made a video, 10 NXT wrestlers that we believe should be called up, that are ready to be called up, that would be good additions to the main show. But I don't think 10 will be called up. I think if we're getting some call-ups, I think maybe half of that. I think if we get 5, that would be pretty good. Because let's be honest, they're not going to decimate the NXT roster. They're not going to take 10 of the top NXT people and just leave NXT with a lot of shit left. So yeah, I think there is probably a few spots, and if they're bringing up Braun Breaker, and if he's going to Raw, then it makes sense. Cora Jade's dating Braun. I think that's something that Triple H would do. I think Triple H would kind of like try to keep people that are dating together, whereas back in the day, McMahon almost purposely tried to split people up. If you were dating somebody, if they went to SmackDown, you were 100% going to Raw. But I think with Triple H, I don't know. I think he's a little bit more kinder that way, or I don't know, liberal or whatever, soft, or he's soft, as Enzo Amore would say, SAWFT. Soft. But yeah, I think that's it then. Triple H's big announcement. I think that's the last thing we have got to talk about. So let's talk about it. Triple H's big announcement. What's it going to be? What can Big Nose himself probably say? Can the announcement from Triple H be bigger than his nose? That's what I'm wondering. If it is bigger than his nose, then it's going to be a hell of an announcement. But I think it'll be something draft related. Like I said, I think it's either going to be something to do with the eligibility in the drafts. Maybe he'll talk about some superstars that are not eligible, or maybe he'll talk about tag teams can get split up, or some shit like that. Or I think he'll make an announcement based on tag titles, and who knows. Or maybe they could be going with a unification thing. Maybe he could be saying we're going to have unified champs and they appear on both brands. We did seem to get teased Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley. Maybe they could do something where they unify the women's title as well, and they just have it that, both unified champs are on both shows. Like The Undertaker did back in the day. Undertaker, in the initial brand split, man, The Undertaker was on fire. He was having so many feuds. The guy was every single week. This guy, I think he was like 39, 40 at the time, and he was on fucking every Raw. He was on every SmackDown. He had like fucking 4 feuds on Raw and 4 feuds on SmackDown. Literally was defending the title every single week. Undertaker was a boss back then. Look at Roman Reigns. You're lucky if he shows up once every 6 weeks. The guy's a bitch. He ain't the dead man. He's just fucking killing wrestling. He's making wrestling dead. That's the only comparison he's got to the Undertaker. That's the only reason anyone would call him the dead man. But anyway, guys, that's it. That's where we're going to end this review right here, right now. There's only one match. I'm going to give my prediction. I've already gave it, but I'll state it. I'll make it official, as Adam Pearce would say. It's going to be a win for Rey Mysterio. That's it, guys. I'll catch you in the next one. Till then, though, peace.